Alright, hello everyone and welcome to tier number 3 of Alpha Racing League. This is Russia. We're in round number 12, just a couple races left in this championship. And we're here in Communist MV's home circuit. We're in the Sochi Autodrome. We're on the abandoned Olympic Park. And this one is going to be a very challenging one for some of these guys today. Track limits are going to be absolutely key to nail around here. I would not be surprised to see everyone out of our 14, and it's going to be, I believe, 16 drivers, as I believe Surfy and Beans are going to be joining in qualifying. 16 drivers. I would not be surprised if we see every single one of them grab at least one time penalty here today. But we'll see how that goes. Tier 4 yesterday had a very wet race, and it kind of slowed down the drivers a bit and helped them stay on that racetrack. And today, I've heard it is all dry, so we'll see how it goes for everyone today. Would not be surprised as well to see the race win even decided on a penalty. We'll hop on board Communist MV. I've got my TV pod offset settled, I think, today. Maybe not on the Ferraris. It was a bit interesting yesterday's Communist validates. Turn number 2. His teammate Rundle also invalidated. And that'll be Dylan Boy. Atari. Still yet to invalidate on his time. Takes it nicely over the curb. A lot of 90-degree corners, a lot of them very similar, but a few of them, some of them a little bit more off speed than others. Some third gear, some fourth gear. One of them could be even fifth gear if you're taking it a bit dangerously. Now down to sector 3. Tight couple corners, trying to get on the power as early as possible. Beans has joined us. Now, heavy brake, don't want to slide the car too much, and there's a bit of a slide, missing the second apex of that chicane. There is Dylan Boy now down to the final 2 corners. Fly it in as fast as you can, don't run wide on the left-hand side. And that is Russia. 131.7, you set our first lap time of the day. We'll see if anyone else decides to go for another run. These soft tires are very durable around here, and it's very easy to do 2 runs on one set. So now Communist back on board with him. Again, home race, would not be surprised to see him sweat this one a little bit more than he would a couple other the racetracks that we go to. But not a lot of people do enjoy racing around here. Goggy goes and sets a 30.9. CJ set a 32.0, reserving from tier 4. Come up to join us here in tier number 3. He's in the Alfa Romeo today. Keep an eye on him. Now, 5th gear, Communist elects. Now fast sequence. Keep sure you keep it on the road. Don't go too out wide curbs again. Except for that big orange blob on the inside curbs. Very easy to bounce that the wrong way and run out wide. And the exits as well. Let's say it's easier to invalidate on the exit corners than it is on the entries. Now Communist down to sector 3. Got to get the chicane right. We saw Dylan Boy lose so much time as Rundle goes to the top. 30.8. Not too sure where we're going to see these guys get to today. I haven't personally practiced all too much. I saw some people saying low 30s might be possible. But we'll see how it goes as we go on. Communist is going to set a valid lap time here. It'll be a 32.056, just barely ahead of CJ Pants. Static on the mediums. Sets a 32.4. Rapid Extreme up to the line goes P3 with a 31.2. Ties is 4th as well. Goggy still in 2nd place. Kyogre invalidated. Goggy's going to the pit lane down there. Next up will be Riles. Purple to sector 2, but he has not set a lap time yet. Don't know how accurate that's going to be for you guys at home. Final 2 corners. And you want to just take as much speed as you can, but using up that track on the outside could be beneficial. We'll see a lot of the Tier 1 guys doing that, and maybe even some of the Tier 2 guys later today. 31.7. Good opener for Riles. Puts him 6th place at the moment. Next up, who would have been Blackdraw and validated his time. I think it'll be Beans then. He's on an out the Haas. And then Iron, I believe that, yeah, that would be Communist coming in on an id lap. But looks like Beans isn't also on a lap as well. Anyone else going? Ties might be on one. No, invalid. He's pulling it into the pit lane. Everyone done for first runs. It seems we've got only 9 times on the board out of 15. Surfy's still not here just yet. Hopefully he can get here sooner rather than later so we can get maybe 2 runs into this qualifying session. Hopefully for his sake that could be the case. Beans in the racing point. Keeps it nice and clean through turns 2 and 3. And somehow, some way, FIA counts that little kink in the front straight as turn 1. Beans very nice. Using all of the track width as well, using the curb on the entry and the exit. Nice 2 tires inside that white line. That's all that's required. You can put out the other 2 as far as you want, as long as 2 are within the white line, just barely keeping it valid. He's running a very, very nice lap at the moment, it seems. Just before that white line on the racetrack. He's got 2 cars in front of him. One's on an out lap, that'd be Kyogre. As Chloe goes and sets a 31.0, and Blackdraw to the top now with the 30.8. 2 cars get out of his way. He got maybe a bit of slipstream through there. As a result, now through the little chicane, so difficult to keep the car planted, he's done so. Little tentative on the power on the exit, but not too bad from Beans here. After the final 2 corners, using again some of the track on that outside, you can do so. Now Beans to the line will be a 32.8, a very clean lap, but needs to improve on the power on the exit of the lap. I think he'll be able to do that though. Dylan Boy now through the final turn of Sector 2. We'll see the split time from his 31.7. He's up a 10th, almost 2 tenths actually, on the current time. We know he's got a lot of time in this little chicane coming up right here. Looks like he's kept it nice and clean. Definitely gained a lot of time through there compared to his last lap. And now, through the final 2 corners, Dylan Boy moves just ahead of his teammate Rapid with a 31.2, gained 5 tenths on his other lap. Is Kyogre still valid? Yeah, he is. Behind his teammate, actually. Could be getting a little bit of a slipstream. 2 Williams working together. Kyogre yet to set a lap time at the moment. Let's view his helmet here. Orange and blue. Haas coming to the line. That'll be Utah up and starting a lap. And then it's Rapid Extreme also starting a lap, and then it'll be Beans, yeah, coming into the pit lane. So yeah, Kyogre is next up. Oh, it's caught up on that curb a little on the outside. What's this one going to be? It's going to go to the top 30.4. Very, very quick time from Kyogre. Slipstream helping him out. I would say probably gaining about a 10th on that time. Now Rundle up a half a tenth on his 30.8. Does he have time in Sector 3 here? Oh, very, very loose snap of oversteer as he tried to hit the power. And now, is he gonna keep with this lap? Yeah, he is. He's gonna stay on it. 3rd gear up to 4th. Now down back to 3rd for the final corner, sorry. And he's not gonna improve on his time That snap of oversteer that he got really messed him up, as Blue Goggy moves himself up to second. So very, very, very good lap from Goggy. Could see him at the upper echelon of the points today, hopefully for his case. Ties on a lap. Let's see who else is there. Could be Dylan Boy pulling back into the pit lane. Rapid Extreme now. Final corners. Using all of the track width there, you can see. Is valid. Now Rapid's going to come to the line, put himself back up to P5, went 4/10 quicker, and puts himself into the 30.8 range. A lot of drivers in that ballpark. Looking for ties, crosses the line, puts himself just up to 10th now, 31.5. And then it's CJ pulling it to the pit lane. And then Static now on his first flying run on the soft compound tire. Let's see how much he can improve on his medium time of a 32.3. And he will go all the way up to third place, so a very, very solid lap from Static, 30.75, going just 25 hundredths down from Goggy's time in second place. We'll see if he can make up that time. Riles now through the final corner will move himself up to 11th place with a 31.4. Beans invalid. See, that's a McLaren. That'll be Communist invalid on his time and pulling back to the pit lane. Trying to get maybe one more run on a set of tires. It would be Tile Elephant. Dylan Boy retiring from the session. That would be in the wall. And Joe invalid on his time as he was coming to the final two corners. Rapid pulling into the pit lane. Chloe's on an out lap, and that will be ties also on the in lap behind him. Beans, yeah, I already said he was invalid. Everyone's coming back to the pit lane, and I think this might be a good time for me to try and get you up to speed. We'll go on board Chloe for her lap. And get you guys all up to speed on our championship standings at the moment, while most of the drivers pulling into the pit lane, waiting for those final couple minutes to get back out there while the track is fully evolved and ready to go for a quick lap. So tier 3 points. We're going to go driver standings first. It's going to be, obviously, as we all know, LSJ Rundle on top, as actually Chloe's parked the bus a bit. Or was Racing Point getting out of the way. I'm not too sure. He's hounding Chloe at the moment on her lap. Interesting strategy. As Chloe pulls off to the side to let them go. Not too sure what that exchange was all about. I was looking down at the points. Yeah, Rundle's on top with 166. Vapor Callum is not, fortunately, with us anymore in the league. Still alive. I made that sound like he died. I'm sorry. He's on 115. Utile Elephant on 91. Ties on 87. And then behind him is MNK, who's also not here competing today, on 86. And then Riles outside the top 5. Kyogre, Surfy, who still isn't here. Getting a bit worried about him getting here. Newly signed to Red Bull. Black Raw 9th, and then JS, who moved up, is 10th. Communist in his home race, 11th at the moment in the point standings with 40 points. And move now to constructors. McLaren on top. Combo. That's how Elephants left this session. Hopefully we can get back in here quickly. As maybe I've lagged out. Riles also leaving. Just Dylan Boys left. I think I might have lagged it out. Yeah, I think I lagged out, guys. No, I did not disconnect. A lot of drivers complaining that they just disconnected. Only a minute left in quali, basically. Not sure how this is gonna go over. Chloe's up on her time currently. Yeah, a lot of people just I'm sorry, guys. Believe after this quali session we'll probably back out. I'll take a screenshot of our results at the end of this one. Unfortunately, so many people just disconnected with like 2 minutes left starting final runs. And I don't know if I'll be able to get everyone back in here in time. I'm only a one-man team today. Apologies, guys. This is a very awkward. So yeah, Joe's gonna be setting up another lobby. So quali's now over for you guys. I don't know where everyone is. We're gonna be resetting the lobby after this one. So unfortunately, people inside the top 10 are gonna be on old tires. Kyogre's actually kept pole by 7 thousandths over Rundle. Rapid's third. Everyone snuck into the fours there. And Goggy, Static, Blackdraw, Chloe, Dylan Boy, Communist, and Utah often runs out the top 10. Riles ties CJ, Beans, and Raptor without a time. Will close out the rest of the field. Took some screenshots of our session, and then we'll back out now and get into a new one. Alrighty. Get these clips. Joe needs them, hopefully. Won't be too bad. It's a very unfortunate restart. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not exactly the we can't really restart a quality session with 2 minutes left, so fortunately people have missed out on final runs. Could make the race a bit interesting. Yeah. See if we can 11. Yeah. So now with the restart, we're just doing the race. We're gonna put on the custom grid. Everyone should be in their correct starting positions after we're all said and done. And then top 10 will have to make sure they're on the soft tire. Outside the top 10, they can obviously do whatever they'd like. And then people inside the top 10 have to make sure if they don't go on the right tire, which would be the soft, all of them were, they have to, what's it called? They have to go and pit for the soft on the first lap or two. Otherwise, we'll be slapping a time penalty on them, unfortunately. Got 14 of the 15. See who we're missing. It'd be Chloe's missing, I believe. There she is. All good. So all those drivers are in. We'll see if anyone else is able to sneak into the lobby now. Let's see. Surfy might be able to sneak into the lobby. Just taking a look at the helmets. Don't usually get to do this too much. So, chat, what are we thinking? Raptor F143 crash lap? Lily predicted it last week. Does he make it to the end today? X-Duo's first. Raptor crash on lap 2. Interesting. Lewis says lap 1. Poor Raptor. Should be all good. Won't interrupt any of the tier 2 race. And shouldn't make anything on the GSR tier 4 race as well. It should be fine. Fruity says lap 11, so like his out lap of the mediums or something like that. Waiting on Static and Surfy's trying to get in as well. There's Static. Now does Surfy get here? Oh boy. Oh my goodness, he joined. Ties is left now. This is ridiculous. Everyone's here. Is the custom grid right? I genuinely do not care at this point. We'll see. If anyone complains about backing out because their custom grid spot is in the wrong spot, I have no sympathy. I'm ready to get racing. Someone just click spectator. Someone just click spectator. I mentally cannot do this. And Surfy just... You can't make it up! You cannot make this up! I'm kind of losing my mind. Make sure you guys remember setups if you haven't put the... Click the check mark. You really cannot make it up now. Hopefully we've still got the formation up on. Yeah, we do. Thank goodness. So, looks like the grid's correct. Yeah, Static obviously lost his spot. But I don't think we're backing out now. So, unfortunately for Static, he's going to be getting nothing today. Kyogre's on pole, Rundle second, Rapid's gotten on to third, Goggy is fourth, Blackrock fifth, Chloe sixth, Dilliboy seventh, Communist eighth. Let's make sure everyone's got the tires. Oh, Riles is on mediums. Wait, no, he was 11th before, so he should be alright. Okay, yeah, Riles is fine. And CJ is the only one who's on the mediums as well. Surfy's joined back, so maybe we would get to race, otherwise that'd be a shame if we waited that long. Sorry, I really got nothing to talk about. Strategy soft to medium, medium to soft for those guys. I believe mediums can make it from lap 1 if you get wing damage, but people should probably go for hards just to be a bit safer on that front. But penalty is going to be the big talking point of the day, I would believe. And it'll be interesting because Kyogre tends to pick up a good amount of penalties. Usually, he wakes up about 10 minutes before the races, so he doesn't get too much practice time on the day. So we'll see how it goes for him. We'll see if Rundle's able to capitalize on some penalties today. He's always fairly clean. We'll see up and down the field who will be able to keep it out of a wall, keep it on the track, and give themselves a shot at the win today. These are awful camera angles. All of them are awful camera angles. Okay. Yep, nice. Somebody to load in. I believe it's lobby host, which could also lag out about 7 people again. And it's lag. I don't know if I'll get an invite either. So, hey, while we wait, we could quickly. Oh wait, this is the wrong thing. Yeah, check the item shop, guys. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Oh, look at this amazing emote, Loosey Goosey. Wow, wow, very entertaining, guys. Look, the American flag on an F1 car. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. I would definitely not buy these with my 900 Bitcoin. These are awful. Wow, guys. Looks like the PewDiePie chair. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. Who would use this? Wow. Let's go, guys. What else should we do on this stream? Oh. Yeah, totally would not buy those for 2,000 Bitcoin. Alright. What else are we gonna do, guys? Because I can't get back in the lobby. Full assist driving on the pad. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Here we go, guys. Let's go. Let's go, guys. No one's inviting me. Let's go. Full my team season in this one, boys. Think we can get it done before someone shoots me an invite? Alright, let's, yeah, beginner on the pad. I haven't driven this thing in about 2 years. Yes! Invite! Let's go! Sorry, guys. Missing out on the content. Sorry, guys. Didn't get to watch the lovely lap. Lap 3 already, out of 27. Not too bad. So, we're back. We're ready. Sort of. There you go, guys. Communist, unfortunately, is on the hard compound tire. Must have had something happen to him early. But Kyogre is out front. Can't see any of the gaps because this game is awful. But he's leading Rundle over Rapid, over Blackdraw, over Dylan Boy. And behind them there's a battle. 7th place, Ryle's moving up on the medium tire as well. Looks pretty good for him at the moment. Side by side now. Beans gets through around the outside before the corner. Nice and easy. Beans trying to make up spots as well. Big gap between 7th and 6th place with Gabi. Another gap between Gagi and Dylan Boyd to the top 5. But side by side for 3rd. Black Raw gets through. AlphaTauri of Rapid relegated down. Black Raw up to the podium. We'll see if you can bridge that gap to Rundle. It's 1.5 seconds at the moment. And 2 people already with penalties. It'll be Beans and CJ so far. We'll see how many more of those we get to. Dylan Boyd looks a bit faster than Rapid at this stage. Might try and look for the move. Dylan Boyd's actually just picked up a penalty. It's not showing up on my dashboard, which is a bit annoying. But that's alright. Side by side a little bit further back. Ties gets through. Riles also got through on Beans. And now here comes Beans trying to go back around the outside. Ties with his classic 0% ERS locks up off the track, and Beans gets through. And now Surfy also from the back of the grids gets through. He's up to 9th now. And Ties lost 2 positions in about 2 corners. But Surfy's going to be looking for a move on Beans now. Surfy's got the battery to do so. Looks to the outside, given the Beans. Here comes Ties looking for a move on Beans as well to the inside. A lot of weaving here. All trying to outbreak each other. Surfy stays ahead, and Beans files in behind. Here comes Ties using a bit of overtake. Can't get through on the flat-out left-hander, and he will stay ahead for 9th place. Dylan Boyd's made some kind of a mistake. He's lost the back of Rapid Extreme. Pulled out of DRS now. And Surfy ahead of Beans. Beans ahead of Ties. Ties up to 10% battery still. And he's run off the track again. Might be 2 warnings there for him. Now, does he have anything on the straight? For Beans, doesn't look like it. He's going to be stuck behind for now. Not too much going on right now. As I say that, Rundle pulls it to the pit lane for a nice undercut here. Could be trying to close right up to Kyogre. I'm assuming it's going to go for the medium tire. And yes, he is mediums onto Rundle. And away he goes. He'll come out in clean air behind Joe in 13th. So he'll have some space to open up that gap. Riles lets Surfy by. Behind them it's Ties and Beans again. Pushed off the track. Ties off on turn number 3 and still gets the move done now. Beans fighting back though with the overtake around the outside. Turns to the inside for the next right-hander, but Ties maintains it around the outside, and Beans loses the car, and he's out of the Grand Prix. Is it a safety car? Virtual safety car it is. And this really hinders Rundle out of anyone after he made that early pit stop. He won't be able to get the full effect of the undercut if Kyogre pits soon. Kyogre's got a nice gap to Black Raw. Goes ahead of Dylan. And Rapid Extreme made a mistake somewhere. He has no front wing on the right-hand side. So Rapids lost his track position. Thankfully for his case, he'll be able to pit, repair that front wing, and still be on the relatively same strategy as ever. Kyogre and the other two at the top decide to stay out along with Bulgogi. I'm assuming the others are going to do so as well. It was a very early stop from Rundle, but he's got himself into clean air. Obviously that VSC did not help his case out a bit, but now here comes Dylan Boy trying to get all over the back of Black Raw. Does he elect any battery through here? No, he's going to stick behind. Going to wait for a DRS straight to try and make it nice and easy move instead of one. That will require a bit of challenge under braking. Down to the DRS straight now. Dylan Boy's kept it within half a second. Does he have enough? Using the overtake. Oh, big snap of oversteer. Keeps it out of the wall. What a save by Dylan Boy. But fortunately, that's going to be his chance at P2 currently in this race. Over for net. Huge snap of oversteer. I genuinely do not know how he saved that thing. Was an incredible save. Rapids come out 13th. He's on the medium behind Communist right now. Communist is going to have a long way to go on those hards. It's going to be a sufferable race, I would say, in his home one. Hopefully, for his case, people can do what Beans did and fly it. Now, Rundle 2 seconds back from Joe. He's closing in on him. And now here comes Dylan Boy to the outside and through on Black Raw for P2. Does Black Raw have anything to say about it, though, later in the lap? We will see how close he can stay to the back of Dylan Boy here. But Kyogre is just extending his lead 6 seconds now to these guys. Kyogre looks very strong around here. Good track for him, I would assume. Ties into the pit lane on the medium compound tire. So the bottom three in the race have pit, along with Rundle, who's now 9th ahead of Raptor. So Black Raw's very swirly on the exit there. Howard, it becomes increasingly difficult on the aging tires. Tires around here are not too bad, I would say. The track surface is mainly what makes it so slippery around here. Black Raw trying to get a move on here on Dylan, but doesn't have enough. He's going to have to settle behind for now. We'll see who decides to box it now. This is about the regular pit window. Kyogre staying out. Does Dylan Boy come in? No, Dylan Boy stays out. So does Black Raw. All of them going another couple laps. Goggy stays out. Surfy is going to also stay out. Ryle's obviously in the medium staying out. So everyone going one more. At the very least. Could have a stacked pit lane next time by. For second place, Black Raw's got the battery. Dylan Boy does not. Here comes Black Raw. Doesn't elect the move. Thinks better of it. Trying to keep it on the racetrack though. Very difficult to do so around here. Rundle is a little further. Joe's even closer to CJ. Joe using the overtake battery, and he will get through on CJ nice and easy before turn number 2. CJ on the medium tire is going to go very long into this one, letting Rundle by as well as he got a snap of oversteer. And that'll be Rundle through for 8th, although they're not on the same team at the moment. They technically are. McLaren, CJ Pants is a part of their Tier 4 program, and we saw the snap of oversteer that he got. It's not like he just completely just got out of his way, but obviously he saw him coming, and with the snap of oversteer, he's like, yeah, you guys can just go. So Rundle up to 8th now, looking on the back of Utah Elephant for 7th place. Rundle, we'll see where he comes out in comparison to Kyogre, who's doing a long overcut on Rundle here. And now Rundle looking for the move on Joe, trying to make it P7, and yeah, he will get through. Joe doesn't fight it too hard on different strategies, obviously, in different races at the moment. Joe slots in behind, And Kyogre has come into the pit lane along with Black Draw. Dylan Boy staying out one more, so we'll see how that works out for him. Goggy also coming in along with Surfy, so Riles will take over P2 in this race. And now it's time to see where does Kyogre come out in comparison to Rundle. Does Rundle get the mega undercut on Kyogre? You can see the white Williams dot coming out just side by side here. Here comes Rundle trying to get the slipstream. Kyogre's a bit slow on the straight because he just got out of the pit lane, but he's going to hold on to the lead for now. Oh, bit of contact, and Kyogre has to miss the corner. Now comes Rundle down around the outside, and he's got it done. Rundle to the race lead. A bit of contact in the back there, but I would say Kyogre was just trying to break as late as possible for that corner to make sure Rundle couldn't go for the dive, and he's gotten through for the net race lead of this one, Rundle. But will the tires hinder him a little bit towards the end? Again, I've said it before, Rush's tire wear isn't as bad as you'd expect a lot of the racetracks to be. Softs can probably do about half the race distance around here if you wanted to. But yeah, 3 laps extra, that's a lot of time. That's a lot of extra wear that Rundle's going to have. So they're saying no contact from the McLaren pit box, and I could believe that. I think, yeah, Kyogre definitely just missed that braking point a little bit too much. He went in a little too hot on the colder tires, trying to outbrake Rundle, make sure he wasn't going to go for the move. And, well, he's gotten back by again, so it does not matter too much at the moment. Dylan Boy into the pit lane. We'll see if he files out close to Black Draw, or if Black Draw has undercut him nicely. Dylan Boy's getting the freshest medium tires out of them. Utah Elfin staying out again. Raptor boxes. Utah Elfin the only one on the soft compound tire now. And here comes CJ on Utah. The soft tire a bit worse for wear now as CJ loses a lot of momentum through turn 2, and Joe's gotten back past. So, yeah, the medium's definitely going to be a bit stronger than that soft at this stage of the race. Raptor coming out P12 behind Rapid, and Communist, unfortunately for him, still at the back. Here he comes CJ. Does CJ have anything to say on Joe here? CJ yet to make a stop in this one, along with Utah Elfin, both of them needing to pit. Joe's going to probably come in very soon. CJ doesn't put any pressure onto Utah. He's going to keep that position for now. Back to the race lead, or the net race lead, that is. Kyogre, he's 3.9 off of Riles, but Rundle with that undercut, he's put himself in prime position to maybe steal this race win if he can keep it clean on track limits. We know Kyogre has had some problems with track limits in the past races around this Tier 3 calendar. Again, Britain comes to my mind at first, where he got, I think it was, what, 12 seconds of penalties in that one? But he was very quick in that one, though. So he's been very fast, but at the expense of the track limits not going his way. Utah Elfin's going to come out 10th place, just ahead of Rapid. I'm going to assume, yeah, he's going to come out a little ahead of Rapid. And he will try and hunt down those guys on the fresher medium tires. A little further ahead of them, Dylan Boy on Black Draw. These two have been stuck together for a lot of this one. And Rapid was with these two. But unfortunately for him, not going too great. Currently 11th. Not in the place. So CJ's getting passed by Black Draw just ahead of them. And, ooh, contact. Dylan Boy's done it again. That's the second time in 2 races. He did it last week at Belgium where he missed his braking point and slammed into the back of a car ahead of him. Last week it was Static. This time it's CJ. Dylan Boy's lost an end plate on that car. And that should relegate him behind Blackdraw for probably the rest of this one. And again, still getting so close to the back. He's got to be so careful. He cannot afford more damage on that car than there already is, and he cannot afford any extra time penalties that he might get from reckless contact. CJ's looking to the inside, but doesn't have the tires or the braking ability to do so at the moment. He doesn't have enough to fight back. Kyogre's caught up to Riles, trying to get in the DRS, I would assume, this time. Both of Kyogre and Rundle on the same exact amount of battery as well. Kyogre has gotten DRS this time, using the overtake, trying to put a car between him and Rundle. And he'll get through around the outside before the turn even starts. And Kyogre is taking back the race lead. Riles yet to make that pit stop, but he should be doing so in a couple laps' time. And now, actually coming in now, interesting, from Riles. So Rundle gets to go through, but Rundle's not in DRS anymore of Kyogre, so he's going to have to pull that back within the gap. I'm just trying to keep up on penalties. My spectator menu's glitched, so I'm not getting any of the updates. Unfortunately for you guys, Riles is going to try and take the softs 12 times around here, and I think he should be able to do so almost comfortably. Riles is going to come out. He's going to come up behind Ty's and the Williams. Ty's not having a great one today. His teammate Kyogre is having a very great race at the moment. Out front, top two have blitzed the rest of the field. Blackdraw, Dylan Boy, next closest. Dylan Boy's getting hounded by CJ, who is yet to make a pit stop. He should be doing so in the next couple laps' time. Following suit of Riles, you can see how much that wing damage is hampering Dylan Boy through these corners. You can see how late he is on the throttle. He can't keep it on the racetrack. Penalties here for you guys. 3 seconds for each of Blackdraw, Dylan Boy, Surfy, and Riles. And then 6 seconds for CJ Pants, who's 5th. Everyone else with nothing. Check some warnings as well. Well, we got a little break. CJ's not close enough. Kyogre's got just 1 at the moment. Rundle has 2. 1 might be contact from lap 1. No, it'll be... What? Wait. Am I blind? It says lap 2 on this, but... Oh, never mind. Hold on. Never mind. So, yeah, that's 2 warnings for Rundle, 1 for Kyogre. CJ's pulling into the pit lane in the background. And that's our state of play for the top 2 at the moment. Ty's picking up his first 3. Yeah, we do have a Discord. That's where we manage everything. We get... just ping a league owner in the chat. Me later with 10 penalties for tractors. Adam, I believe in you. I believe you. Less than 6? What do we think? 6 seconds is a relatively realistic goal, I would say. Let me actually grab... I believe I can invite him. Yeah. There you go. Let me see anyone else on track. Battle for the Titans here. This is a legendary one. Raptor F143 and Mr. Home Race Communist MV. Communist 13 laps on the hards already. Not the home Grand Prix he would have won. He's going to be hoping for a safety car and someone to absolutely fly it into a wall. So maybe Raptor. But Raptor's... I think he got passed by Communist as... Oh, we had a mistake from Kyogre, or maybe something's gone wrong. Does he... Oh, Kyogre's lagged out, I believe. And that's promoted Rundle back to the race lead. Try and get him back in here as quickly as I can. Wireless at your fastest lap, probably a cup go. But yeah, that's a big blow for Kyogre. He's going to lose quite a decent amount of time. He gets back into this session, and his AI is trying to use the overtake battery. Yeah, Rundle might be able to get a penalty and still take the race win out of this one if Kyogre doesn't get back here in time. Riles on the back of Kyogre's teammate Ties. Ties, again, yeah, just not the race he's been hoping for so far today. And Riles gets through for 7th place, trying to charge back to the top half of the points. Pole was a 30.4 from Kyogre, and then Rundle was 7 thousandths off of his Kyogre's time. Kyogre's lost now 5 seconds, still not back here. And now Riles back through another position gain. Riles up to 6th place on those softs. He's gotten by his teammate Surfy. How about Goggy having a great race at the moment? Still 0 penalties on this thing as well. Goggy up in 5th place, tracking down Dylan Boy. Dylan Boy obviously with that wing damage, he's lost about 6 seconds. Kyogre's still not back in this one. And now getting passed for 2nd place, so Kyogre's... This really cost the team a lot of positions. Just hoping he can get back in for his sake. Try and maybe regain 2nd place back. It's going to be difficult. And now here comes Goggy. Trying to get on the back of Dylan Boy, not close enough into turn number 2. Should be able to get a move on into the 2nd DRS straight on this track. Goggy on the back of Dylan. Here he comes now. The 2nd straight yellow flag is out for Rapid Extreme. I believe, yeah. Dylan Boy side by side with Goggy. He's got the wing damage and just can't fight it. Does he outbreak himself this time? No, he does not. Riles closing up to the back of these guys along with Surfy and Ties in a nice little train here. And these guys catching up to Kyogre's AI, who is still not back in this session. I've been inviting him, and it's just he can't get back in, it seems. He's now lost third. Goggy's onto the podium without a penalty, as he's going to probably be able to keep this one. And now, yeah, Kyogre losing spots. Dylan Boy up to 4th again. Riles up to 5th. And man, Kyogre's lost like 10, 15 seconds already. Just isn't getting back in the session. And I can't tell if he does get back in because my leaderboards are all glitched. Riles trying to go down the inside of Dylan Boy, just ahead of them. Snap of oversteer from, I believe that was Ties, maybe? But yeah, Riles now up to 4th on this alternate strategy. And could be in a good spot to maybe snag that podium away from Goggy. Blackthrall might be a bit too far up the road with only 8 more times around. Kyogre's still not back in. I can't really do anything about him. Sorry, guys. Communist is maybe gonna snag some points in his home Grand Prix out of all this with Kyogre's lag out, and he can't get back in. Oh boy, still running very wide with that wing damage, not helping his case at all. And Surfy's looking to make a move now. Surfy on the back of Dylan Boy. Does he have the battery to make this one work? It looks like, yeah, it definitely is going to be the case. Surfy up to 5th. Ties might try and follow suit. And not close enough to Dylan Boy. Why am I on board with... What the... It looks like Dylan Boy's had enough of the wing damage. He's going to be boxing. Going to be trying to steal a fastest lap point out of this one. Dylan going to be on some fresh softs, trying to charge his way back up. Riles is on the back of Goggy now for the podium place, but Riles does have that extra penalty. Yeah, he's got only 3 seconds. Ties has 6, so he's not really going to be able to gain much ground. Yeah, Goggy looks pretty good to maybe take a podium in this one. It'd be nice. Talk to some new drivers. If he could, of course, be able to have an interview. But Riles now battery depleted for both of these drivers. Riles looking to go down the inside later under brakes. It on the racetrack, but does Goggy have that outside run? Yes, he does. And Goggy back into 3rd. Great defense. Great switchback move. Goggy has kept his 3rd position for the time being. Riles might have something to say on this main straight here if he's close enough through these final 2 corners, but Goggy's got a pretty good run, I would say, through them, and he might be safe for the time being. Ties on the back of Surfy, though, but Surfy has the battery advantage, using it to good effect. Ties can't get close enough to Surfy, and this Tyes is going to have to learn a bit better ERS management. It seems every week he just can't get by people because of those. He's using overtaking interesting spots, I would say. Jump back up again to the battle for third. Top two are pretty much secure as long as they don't make any mistakes in this one. Now Riles on the back, trying to get a move on here, using the battery, but so is Goggy. Goggy now down below 10%, so is Riles. Riles, will he try the same move again? Last time it was the inside. Goggy's going to give him the inside again, squeeze a little bit as the straight curves, and Riles is overshot by a long way, and Goggy's back through again. Riles has lost a lot of ground out of that one, out of DRS range, and that little movement by Goggy might have put him off a tiny bit, but I think that was all legal, I would say, but we will see if that's reported at all. I don't think it will be. Yeah, Riles has lost a lot of ground from there. He's going to have to make it all back up. Still got a couple laps to go, but he's going to need Goggy to get a time penalty on this one. Otherwise, he is out of it. Kyogre has got back in the session. He's trying to rebound. He's got no penalties, so maybe 4th place could be on the cards for him today if he can gain those extra couple seconds, but we will see. Yeah, we got a nice train for third, basically. Goggy, Riles, Surfy Tyes, Kyogre. Joe's a little farther back in a comfortable P8. Dylan Boyd 9th. Communist holding down 10th place ahead of Raptor, CJ, and Rapid. Rapid's a bit far back, and so is Raptor, but CJ's fighting hard against Communist. Tyes goes out very wide there. It is now Riles back in DRS zone, back in the DRS range of Goggy, but Goggy still without that penalty. We're going to check warnings real quick on Goggy. Oh wow, he got 2 on the first 2 laps. How about that? Was any of them for collision? 1 was a collision. So he's got just 1 track limit warning after 24 laps around here. Everyone's just barely hanging on the DRS. Riles on the back of Goggy, still trying to find a way through. It's been so long, I feel. He just can't get through. Goggy's done very well to defend this, and it's a very deserved podium if he could keep it. Riles, I disregard the chat for a while. I apologize, Maddie. Riles on 2 extra warnings, so very close to a 6th second of penalties. With just 1 more to go, Goggy's trying to hold on. Kyogre's caught up to the back of the train. He will be able to vault himself up to 4th at the moment if all stays the same as we got 1 more time around here. Goggy's still holding on to 3rd. Rundle and Blackdraw run away from the rest of the field. Kyogre would have been up there with Rundle. Maybe we could have seen a battle between those two. But we'd still have no penalties in this one as well, which would have made it very interesting. But yeah, Kyogre, unfortunately, is going to finish outside the podium places, I believe, today, unless Gagi picks up a 3-second time penalty on this final lap. Kyogre is back in, yes. But again, he lost about 20 seconds from those couple laps. But now, through Sector 3, it's been, after the lag out, Rundle has kept it very clean, very cautious, and even still pulled away from Blackdraw behind. So, again, a very solid drive as Kyogre has gone by his teammate Ties. Rundle is going... Wait. Okay. Well. It was lap 27 for you guys, right? I'm not, like, crazy. Okay. So one more time around now. Was it 26? Man, I'm going crazy. Okay. So still one more chance. Kyogre's trying to climb back up. If Riles and Gagi have any kind of collision, Kyogre could nab a podium out of this one, but Gagi's kept it very clean all day. Battery struggling for all these guys in the train. All of them less than 15. Does Riles have enough to get onto the Gagi now for the final DRS straight? This is basically the final opportunity for him to take a P3 on the racetrack. Wouldn't get it on the penalty side. But now, not enough from Riles. No one else close enough making moves. Kyogre could actually get a move on Surfy, though. And he's made it work around the outside. Actually, contact and more contact from Ties. Surfy's around. Rundle has won the race this time through the final two corners as that happened. And Blackdraw's going to take home a second place. A great result from him and Gagi. A podium in tier number 3 around Russia. A great result for that Ferrari team. Riles going to take home 4th. Kyogre's got a timing glitch. He's apparently 1.5 minutes back. Kyogre, a net P4 at the moment, could probably get a penalty from that collision with Surfy. I don't think he gave him enough room on that apex. And Ties will take home 5th for now. Dylan 6th, Kyogre 7th, Surfy 8th, Joe 9th, and in his home Grand Prix on the 20-something lap old hards. 24 lap old hards. It looks like Mr. Communist MV is going to grab a singular point in his home Grand Prix. Here comes CJ down the inside, but it's not enough. He loses traction, and Communist apparently jumps all the way to 7th because of timing glitches for Kyogre and Surfy. And that is going to be the race. A lot to fix afterwards. There's a lot of timing glitches at the end there, I believe. Then try and grab our top 3 for some podium interviews. Rundle wins again. Back to back. I think. I'm not the greatest for stats. Yeah. Rundle wins over Blackdraw, over Gagi, over Riles, Ties, Dylan Boyd, Communist, CJ, Raptor, Kyogre, and Surfy. Utah Elephant, Rapid, Beans, and Chloe are DNF'd. But other than that, I believe there's a couple timing glitches in this one. Communist, I believe, should drop down along with CJ and Raptor and Kyger and Surfy. And Joe should all be vaulted back up to the top 10 places. So now, grab some interviews, hopefully. See if Goggy joins as well. There he is. So, not too eventful for top 2, I would say. I'll start with Goggy in 3rd. Had a very eventful final stint to that
yeah,
one.
that was
Kept it clean on the penalties.
Yeah, I think I only got 1 warning, but
Yes, you did.
I could be wrong about that.
I believe it was only 1 from like lap 2 or something.
Yeah.
Around there. And kept it clean, kept it ahead of Riles and the rest of that train behind you, an angry Bob Pack. Talk us through your mindset and how you were able to stay ahead of all of them.
Yeah, well, I lost a few positions on that one, which meant I was in 6th, and then I saw that Rapid spun out, so I was like, oh, okay, then I'll P5, and then I saw that Rundle picked quite early, which I was quite confused about, and then in around lap 15, I thought that Surfy was like around 3 seconds behind me, so I was just trying to because he was eventually gaining on me, so I needed to try and keep the gap to him, and then in the final few laps, Riles overtook him, and then yeah, we just had kind of like a battle until the end, except because he like kind of sent it down my inside, and then he kind of hit the wall, which meant that I could get the switch back, and then because he was losing time being behind me, because it would mean he would have had less time to get the 3 seconds off me.
Yeah, and after that he also didn't have the battery to really get close enough.
Yeah.
And you're able to sail home. Is that your first podium?
Yeah, before this my best finish was 6th, so...
That's an awesome result then. Congratulations
Thank you.
On the podium. I'll move now Black Draw, very, I would say, uneventful one.
Yeah, pretty boring.
You had the battle with Dylan, and then Dylan ran into the back of CJ, I believe. And then after that it was smooth sailing for P2. How was your race from your perspective?
Well, I had no pace. I know I got 2nd, just the pace was nowhere. Rundle was gapping me on 4-lap old tires. We're not going to talk about it. I mean, and with the contact with Dylan, going into that corner, I barely hit CJ, just tiny bit, messed up his corner, and then Dylan kind of smacked in the back of him. Nothing I could really do.
Yeah, and then after that, just smooth sailing to 2nd. Obviously couldn't catch Rundle in the end, but solid points for you. 18 picking up for today's effort. And then move now, race winner. Again, Rundle. Seems like we have our weekly talk. Massive undercut. Talk us through the strategy today. I think that really put you up in that chance to win it today.
Yeah, so pit earlier than everyone else. Very surprised actually that no one pit earlier. I gained about 2.5 seconds on the undercut and was wheel to wheel with Kyogre going into turn 1. So at that point I was really looking forward to a good battle, and he definitely had a better pace at that stage of the race, and then he disconnected. So it's difficult to celebrate a win through this way, but yeah, we move.
So a win is a win. Unfortunately, that it had to come at the expense of Kyogre's Hawaiian internet, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a solid drive. Again, no penalties from you as well. Only 3 seconds between the top 3 today, which was very impressive. And a lot less penalties than I expected throughout the field. So, congratulations to you three, and next weekend we have... next weekend we have Singapore, so a very different track, another street circuit. But yeah, that'll be interesting. A lot of the wheel players will be rejoicing at that one. Some of the guys on controller won't be too happy. That is going to do it for today's stream. Make sure to tune in. It's only about a half hour now until Tier 2 because of our lovely lobby wait times today. And then Tier 1 tomorrow again. We're rushing for both races, sorry. And that is going to be it for the stream today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Did not get to do my Monaco full assists controller hot lap, unfortunately. But, thank you guys for watching.